Denver7 News at 6. Colorado's largest meat producer avoids a long shutdown at the hands of hackers.
Credentials have already been compromised. They're out there.
JBS is the latest name on a long list of companies targeted by cyber criminals. We'll explain how your favorite small business can protect itself.
You don't want to have to get into paying ransom.
Plus, 25 vaccinated kids are about to earn a $50,000 scholarship.
A man is shot dead by police after allegedly carjacking a woman in a Target parking lot.
And as Colorado extends eviction protection for renters, one landlord reaches out to contact Denver7 to say his cash-strapped tenants left him with $500,000 in debt.
I don't want to live victim. I want to pay the bills and pay my mortgage.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for Denver7 News at 6. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Glad you're with us tonight. And tonight, JBS says it made significant progress getting systems back online after that massive cyber attack. The company supplies about a quarter of all American beef. The White House now says a ransomware gang out of Russia is responsible.
We're not taking any options off the table in terms of how we may respond. And we've discussed it in the past and delivered the message that responsible states do not harbor ransomware criminals.
Ransomware, where hackers take over your computer and demand money to unlock it, didn't exist until 2005, and now it is sophisticated enough to knock out major meat producers, oil pipelines, and really companies in all walks of life. There were 1,400 ransomware attacks reported globally. That was just last year. Wow. And JBS is not answering questions about whether they paid a ransom or rebuilt their systems from scratch.
And their story is a cautionary tale, and one security experts say they have been warning people about for years.
Denver7's Russell Haythorne continues our 360 reporting on cybercrime.
Ransomware attacks, like the one on JBS, including the plant in Greeley, seem to be making headlines more and more.
The notoriety and press focuses on the larger attacks.
But cybersecurity expert Scott Warner says these kinds of attacks are just as prolific with small and medium-sized businesses.
There's lots of dollars, and so therefore lots of activity.
Warner is president of an IT services provider in Greeley called Connecting Point. He says because of the $3 trillion cyber attacks industry, companies of all sizes must assume a breach is not only possible, but likely.
It's not if, but when. Cyber crime is constant and evolving. Education, awareness, and training is over half the battle. Enforcing good password hygiene, making sure that networks are updated and protected on a continual basis.
DU law professor Bernard Chow agrees that companies have a responsibility to take measures to protect themselves and their clients.
It affects their employees and any number of companies that they have relationships with.
As for whether companies should pay the ransom, both Warner and Chow agree. It's, of course, not encouraged.
Because we encourage more people to do bad things.
If done right, an organization should not have to pay a ransom for getting their data back.
But that's part of the problem for companies without systems in place to recover records, which sometimes encourages secrecy among companies about ransom payouts.
And the reality here is that ransomware actors can continue to make a lot of money.
We can't send a survey. How many of you are actually keeping the secret that you've been hacked and paid ransomware, right? They're not going to answer that question.
For many experts, the bottom line is companies should be investing in due care to mitigate any breach.
Understanding how to temper the carnage when it happens.
Russell Haythorne, Denver7.
We all need to be more cautious here, but experts say these coordinated attacks on the big companies are likely to become the norm.
It's economics at work here. Hackers make more money targeting highly visible companies who can't afford to go offline. Government has tried to force those companies into better security, but all major proposals like the Cybersecurity Act of 2012 have died in Congress.
Well, any parent will tell you schools are our most critical piece of infrastructure, and they are frequent targets of these ransomware attacks. Listen to this. 58 districts were hit with ransomware last year, affecting 1,700 schools. Regis University here in Denver had to pay a ransom in 2019. Denver Public Schools received a $500,000 grant today to boost their cybersecurity programs. Other districts are lagging in that department. More than half offer no cybersecurity training. And we are continuing the conversation right now on Denver7 Plus, our free app for your streaming device. So join us there for an in-depth look at how smaller businesses can protect themselves from cybercrime.
We are sad to report a tragedy in Aurora. About 10 minutes ago, fire officials confirmed that a 6-year-old boy died in an overnight fire at an Aurora townhome. This happened in a neighborhood near Overland High School, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. A man in Arvada was shot and killed by police after reportedly carjacking a woman at the Target store near 80th and Wadsworth. The suspect only made it a few blocks before crashing into a fire hydrant. He has not yet been identified. Police say he fired at them before any officers fired back.
Well, today, Governor Polis announced the Colorado Comeback Cash program is extending to teenagers. So anybody between the ages of 12 and 17 who gets the vaccine will be eligible to win a $50,000 scholarship. The state will give away 25 of these over the next month.
The funds are put in a college invest account that will grow over time. And you will be able to use it for not just college, but technical programs, credential programs.
The first winner will be announced next Friday. To qualify, your teen must be vaccinated by Monday.
A transportation bill worth almost $5.4 billion cleared its final hurdles in the state legislature today. The governor's office confirmed to CPR that he will sign it. No Republicans voted for the bill. They say it sidesteps Tabor, since most of the money will come from new fees instead of taxes.
Well, you know, the pandemic left so many people struggling or unable to pay rent, and state and federal assistance is there to fill in that gap.
But one landlord reached out to contact Denver7 saying 80 of his tenants are still waiting on state money. As Denver7's Liz Gilardi shows us, the unpaid rent is creating a burden for everyone.
So Terra Village is on 15 acres, it's 400 units.
Location and affordability are selling points for Terra Village Apartments. Property manager and owner Bill Bivens says over the past year, landlords have gotten a bad rap.
Knowing that people really struggle and they kind of live month to month, we decided as an ownership group to give the tenants a 30% discount going into COVID before we knew that the state was going to start paying people's rents.
Then money started coming in from the emergency rental and mortgage assistance program. Tenants might be eligible if they're unable to pay rent due to a financial hardship caused by COVID-19.
We did everything we were supposed to do, and now we're sitting there in February, March, April, May, and now heading into June, we haven't got paid on anybody except for one tenant out of 80.
You heard him right. Out of 400 units, 80 tenants using the program are behind on rent.
They signed a contract to agree to pay these rents, and if they're not getting assistance, I don't want to evict them. I want to pay the bills and pay my mortgage.
A spokesperson for Colorado's Department of Local Affairs said in a statement, "We can see that this property owner has diligently uploaded requests for numerous tenants. However, the federal guidelines also require significant information from the tenants themselves, including income documentation and a description of how they were impacted financially." The state added they recognize it's a complicated application process and they're working to simplify it. The Colorado Apartment Association says they're hearing from members with similar complaints.
I do think that they need to focus on creating a helpline or communications when there's problem files. And I do think that relaxing the paperwork and documentation that has to come from the residents on these files would be helpful.
Bivens says he's at a loss after working to help tenants stay in their homes. He's not sure what else he can do. But with 80 tenants behind on rent, he's now staring down $500,000 in debt.
We're not looking for a handout. We're just saying, hey, you know, if the rents are owed, we need to get them paid.
Liz Gilardi, Denver7.
It's been tough. He's always with us.
He made a career putting his life on the line for others. Now his family is by his side as he fights coronavirus.
He's a bachelor. Never been married, never had any kids, so he's just always with us all the time, so we miss him.
Next, a deeply personal look at one man's fight with a virus that is on the decline but remains deadly.
The dog walk forecast looks amazing going into tomorrow as we heat things up, but we'll talk about even hotter weather for this weekend.
And we're live at Ball Arena where the Avalanche trying to keep their perfect playoff run going.